Is a first alert weather day right now at 7 o'clock as those storms start moving in on your Memorial Day. We're going to help you plan out your day coming up in just a minute. Good morning to you. Thank you for joining us. I'm Gurveer Dinza.
I'm Don Shipman, and yeah, we are starting out with First Alert Weather Day here. Some storms moving into the metro right now. First Alert meteorologist Rodney Harris is tracking the forecast for you.
And Don and Gurveer, they're moving into the northern portions of metro Atlanta, moving toward the southeast at about 40 miles per hour. Earlier this morning, we actually had some severe thunderstorm warnings for some of this activity moving toward the city, but a lot of those warnings have since expired. So what you can expect in Atlanta, in metro Atlanta, is heavy rain, lightning, and gusty winds as this activity moves toward the south, impacting you in Cobb County right now, Paulding County, North Fulton County, Gwinnett County, as we track the leading edge of this, again, southeast at about 40 miles per hour. For those of you in Austell, impacting you basically right now, Clarkston at 703, Pine Lake 705, and Druid Hills 706. None severe storms, but we cannot rule out an isolated severe storm, and we will be watching that for you. Here's a live look over Buckhead. We're looking back toward the south over Buckhead from Sandy Springs, and notice how you can't see anything anymore because of that rain that is starting to come down. So if you have any plans for Memorial Day, it will be a washout up until 11 o'clock this morning. By lunchtime, it'll be mostly dry, so you can keep your plans later on this afternoon. But around 3 o'clock and later, some isolated storms will redevelop. So I'll walk through that forecast in more detail in about 10 minutes. In the meantime, here is First Alert meteorologist Courtney Jacobazzi. And Courtney, you have been following some of these damage reports that we've seen when the storms initially moved in, especially.
That's right. Yeah, and we have a new report that just came into our National Weather Service chat out of Pickens County. Trees down on Highway 53 near Camp Road. And then, of course, still a couple of issues in Whitfield County that we will stay on top of. Seeing some of that heavy rain here in Cobb County. This is in the Kennesaw area, 75 northbound at Big Shanty Road. I've been seeing some flashes of lightning. Also, clearly the roadway's very wet, so just be sure you're adding some extra time to your morning commute if you do need to head out, especially north of the city. Notice all of our major interstates covered in rain, at times heavy, so just be sure that you're giving yourself a few extra minutes as these showers and storms continue to move through. But right now, no active crashes. That is the good news.
All right, that is the good news right there. So we're still talking about the weather, and it is going to be impacting much of the metro. So we want to see how it's impacting your roads right now, that rain, that thunder we've been hearing.
So we sent Asia Wilson out. She's in the First Alert breaking news tracker. You've been driving into metro Atlanta with this line of storms, and you said the rain's sort of been ebbing and flowing. How does it look right now?
Well, right now we're in Cartersville in Bartow County, where things are kind of not as bad as what we've seen before. Earlier we were in Calhoun, where rain was coming down pretty heavily there. But I want you to look and see what the roadways look like right now. Droplets are kind of coming down right now as we're heading towards metro Atlanta. As you can see, very few cars. You can see a truck here on the road. Many trucks are actually pulling over. We've been seeing all morning, pulling over at rest stops to kind of avoid some of that heavy rainfall that we saw earlier. But right now, again, as we're heading back into metro Atlanta, not much rain is coming down. Majority of that was seen in Calhoun County. We're going to continue to track what we are seeing from the First Alert breaking news tracker and bring you more updates throughout the morning. For now, we're live in the First Alert breaking news tracker. Asia Wilson, Atlanta News First.
Asia, thanks a bunch. You can download the free First Alert weather app. We're going to push out notifications about severe weather in your area. You'll get those sent straight to your phone.